I'm all upset. Welcome back. All right, so if you cheat on your significant other, apparently you're not alone. Oh, according to a poll by Cosmopolitan online, 59% say they have cheated on their boyfriend.
If you cheat, should you tell? Yet another question. Michele Promaulayko is here, and she is the executive editor of Cosmopolitan magazine. We know it as Cosmo. And Patrick Wanis is here. He is a celebrity life coach and relationship expert, and he's been on the show before. Patrick, we always love having you here.
Thank you.
Michele, we're going to love you, too.
Excellent.
I can feel it. So there you go right there. Why are people cheating? Why are women... We're taking the poll was taken of women.
Right. Well, there are many reasons that people cheat, but it's always symptomatic of something going on in the relationship.
It seems like more and more doing it in 2006.
Well, more and more women are working with men. They're working longer hours. I think that's definitely contributing to the trend.
You agree with that, Penner?
Actually, Michele is right. The first thing is when women cheat, it's because they're not getting something within the relationship. They're going outside the relationship. Usually, it's they're not getting emotional support and attention.
That's different from the males?
You know, women and men...
Sex-driven.
Yeah, I mean, yes and no, because even though men are going to be more physically driven, they still also have emotional needs.
If you are married, have you ever cheated on your husband? That's another question.
62%?
62% say yes.
Women cheat as much as men do.
I can't believe that.
How old are these people?
Well, our readers are young, and I think most of them are single. So the ones that answered that poll who are married, they might not be very invested in the relationship. Cosmos is a single girl.
While you went up there, Juliet, look at the next one here. If you cheated, did you tell? Yes. Only 23%.
Right.
No.
That's not that surprising.
Well, do you think that's a good idea? Is that information the other person doesn't need to know?
Well, it really depends on the circumstance, but some of the experts that Cosmo talked to said don't impulsively confess. Don't do it just to rid yourself of that guilt because you may be burdening your partner with that information unnecessarily. That just depends on the circumstance.
Well, you know, I agree with Michele. It's going to depend on the circumstances. I always say, wherever possible, speak your truth with compassion. Whatever you feel is going to be the potential wedge or it's going to break up your relationship, face that right here, right now.
Also, you hold it in thinking you're doing some help for your relationship, and then all of a sudden they find out, and now you
don't want to find out that you've been betrayed.
Yeah, really.
But what if it's something little, Juliet, and it's going to eat away at you the rest of your life?
Well, what is
and you're guaranteed that they'll never find out? What you
know, I had a few beers and I started making out with somebody in a bar.
Making out is not the same as sleeping with someone.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. Get me fired up here. Hold on. I think kissing somebody is horrendous if you are...
I'm not justifying either one, but I'm saying it's not the same level.
So if somebody makes a mistake in your relationship, let's say, would you want to know that from him?
Yes.
That little makeout session? I know you're not going to...
Wouldn't you?
But you're not going to forget about it. It's going to eat at you.
Oh, I'd be crazy for the rest of my life. Are you kidding me? I'd go out of my mind.
So how does that improve your relationship, though, if it's supposed to be based on trust and honesty, if you're not going to be open with your spouse?
There you go.
Especially when you said if there's a problem in your relationship and you're not dealing with it.
Cosmo's perspective isn't to hold it indefinitely, but if it's a one-time indiscretion and it's going to be destructive to the relationship, you might not want to tell. That said, if there's the potential for a third party to humiliate your partner, if it's going to eat away at you, then certainly confess.
Well, check out your next poll item here. If you did tell, are you happy you did? It's 50-50.
Right, and then if you look at the next results, what it says is that even those that admitted they had cheated in the relationship,
their partners,
3/4 of them stayed together.
Oh.
Right. So if you make the commitment, you want to make the relationship work despite what's happened, you get to the root cause of the problem, you can solve it, and you can strengthen the relationship.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead.
I was just going to say that I feel that sometimes something minor is even holding hands or, you know, a little more major like kissing is an indication that you aren't happy. So, you know, it doesn't have to go to the extent of sleeping with someone.
I kind of agree with her.
Well, yeah, that's why you're doing it in the first place, because something's missing within the relationship.
Right.
But instead of just saying, okay, forget about it, here's your chance to sit down with your partner and say, there's something missing in our relationship, here's what I would like.
Yeah, reevaluate your relationship before you...
Just confessing isn't enough. You really have to do the hard work to figure out, as Patrick said, what the root problems are. If you don't get to that, you're not going to be happy.
Read all about it in Cosmo?
Absolutely.
This issue?
July.
Okay, mine's coming tomorrow. It normally comes about at the end of the month.
Michele Promaulayko, Patrick Wanis, thanks guys for joining us.
Hey Juliet, I hosted the show with Martha McCallum when you were gone.
Yes. You cheated on me.
Yeah, I cheated
Martha.
on you.
You cheated on me with Martha and Gretchen.
Gretchen Carlson, she was great.
Kieran.
Oh, Kieran was great.
Allison.
Love her.
Yeah.
Come right back.